Because I wanted somebody to believe in me. You're looking at a person that was homeless. You're looking at a person. Welcome to another episode of Shak Pack, and we're back, and we thank you for everything that you've done. Last video, it really picked up. I mean, in 24 hours, we have over 200 likes. That's clearly charting as one of our best videos, so we appreciate it. Went over 200 subscribers, so thank you, man, everybody that's out there. We have an interesting topic for you today. It's going to be on the subject of belief. I wanted to stick with the motivation since that video did so well, but we're going to do a couple part series with that, and we're going to bring it right back to you. However, with this belief phase, we're going to do a couple parts of this too, because with the series of belief, there's so many aspects that can go into this, and we really want to make sure we cover it in depth and give you and feed you like you're used to being fed when you come to the pack. Now, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get right into it. What is belief? It's defined as something that is true and something that you believe is the truth. Believe in many things. Our parents as babies, our friends when we get a little older, believe in our family members, believe in teachers and coaches, believe in people that we work with, believe in our bosses and CEOs, believe in our pastors. And that defines a lot of our character. We tend to believe in things that every one of them have said. You can remember things that your parents have said to you just today or the last time you spoke to them. Your parents would have said something like, make sure you clean your room. As adults, we clean our room. As children, we clean our room. We continue that process all the way till we get older. Wash your face, brush your teeth, make good grades, make sure you take showers. All of these things from people that we believe in allow us to believe it. Whether they're true or not, well, we use life as an example to tell us whether they're true. When I was little, my parents used to say, Shaq, don't sit so close to the TV screen. That's going to cause your eyesight to be bad. I had bad eyesight, so I just believed that it was true, and I just went through life knowing that that was true. Getting older, I realized that that is inconsistent and not true. We have to understand that believing in something has nothing really to do with the person that delivered that. If we are destined by our own internal compass, then we must believe that the people that are bringing the information to us had to give us this information. So therefore, our believing in people should not be that much of a deep concern. A lot of my students, a lot of my athletes, they believe in me. They believe that I'm a great person. They know I have flaws. I'm normal, but they believe that I'm going to treat them right. They believe that I love them. They believe that I care about them, and they're 100% right. However, our belief in people, we have to realize that if that person makes a mistake, that person is human, and the information that they have does not have to be totally false, like I was saying in the beginning, because a lot of times when somebody makes one simple error, we throw everything out that they have ever said. What you believe will define you. What do you believe? Do you believe that you're a good person? Do you believe that you're a good athlete? Do you believe that you're a good son or daughter? Do you believe that you're a good businessman or woman? Do you believe that you're a good person inside? Do you believe that your characteristics are for helping people? Do you believe that you are put here to do a job? Do you believe that you are capable of doing anything that you want to do and you can accomplish everything that you want to do in life? Because in those questions, you will find out a lot about who you are, what you stand for. That has a lot to do with your belief. You have to understand that whatever you believe in, it is almost like infectious. When somebody gets around you, if you believe that everybody's supposed to be positive and you bring positive to every situation that you're in, then everybody that handles you will handle you in a positive tone. People will know that they can't come around you if they're not being positive, because that's what you represent. For instance, if somebody gets around a pastor or a preacher and they usually use curse words or they usually are negative, you'll see that that person will not be that person in that space or will try to respect the person or the individual that they're in front of. Why? because they believe that they stand on a certain amount of principles and they would try to respect that person a little bit more. It's not about being fake. It's about being real. It's about you having a respect for somebody else. My athletes know that we can laugh, joke, play around, have a good time because that's what I'm about. However, when we get on that field, we're business and we go to work and we work hard, and they believe that if they work hard, we will accomplish a goal. And they're 100% right. Especially if we're team goal and team oriented and we believe in the structure that the head coach put together and we believe in the structure that everybody is trying to accomplish. We're trying to be better than we were yesterday. We're trying to fix things that we messed up on in the past. What do you believe in you? That goes along with what I just said, but it's a little deeper. You know, what do you actually believe? When you're sitting by yourself, what do you believe? You know, there's glamour models in the world that are actually starving themselves right now as we speak. And why? Well, I'm not trying to point that out as a negative trait, and I'm sympathetic to anybody who's anorexic or bulimic. But bringing that point out, you have to understand that these people are beautiful, gorgeous. Any man in the world would think that they're beautiful. But those individuals, some kind of way, do not think that they're attractive unless they're smaller. You can look at somebody that's gorgeous. I mean, drop dead beautiful. A model has to be in an industry where everybody around them looks good just like they do. So they constantly compare themselves to everybody around them rather than focusing on what they do and what their key attributes are. That's tough. I don't want to be in that light. What makes you perfect or what makes you great is what you bring to the table. Do not let your beliefs counteract what your purpose or what you're designed to do. You have to believe that you are in the position that you're in because 1, you're qualified. 2, you can do a great job. 3, that's your destiny. That's what you've been called to do. You have to let that be indicative of every way you move. You can't look at the person next to you and you can't say, hey, man, I wish I was like Johnny, or I wish I was like Steve, or I wish I was like Beth. You're not them. You're not ever going to be them. You can't do what they do. You're going to do what you do. And if you concentrate on what you do best, you'll be great at whatever your hands touch. We have to understand we are bred to be competitive. We say to our athletes all the time, compete, compete, compete. And that's what we want you to do because you're going to compete in life regardless. You know, you're going to have to get the best job. You're going to have to get the best house. You're going to have to get the best paycheck. You want to do those things. However, when it takes away from who you are, that's when it has to stop. You have to be you. There's certain athletes on the field that they're going to be leaders. There's certain athletes on the field that they're going to be role players. There's certain athletes on the field that they're going to be just positive, good kids. There's certain athletes on the field that they're going to be monsters. They're going to destroy people. They're going to run through stuff. They're just going to be animals. But you have to understand your role, who you are, and what you believe that you are and what your skill set is. Scottie Pippen wanted to be Michael Jordan. That couldn't happen. Scottie Pippen was Michael Jordan's sidekick, like Batman and Robin. Michael Jordan was the big name on that team. But Scottie can always want to be great. That's how he got to the NBA. But when you get on that team, you have to conform to what you are. You think about that. And the perfect proof of this is James Harden if you watch basketball. James Harden was the sixth man for a long time. Came off the bench. Wasn't even the main guy. But now, oh my goodness, he's going bananas. He's the main guy on his team. Did he change? No. He knew who he was. He didn't let those around him tell him who he was. He always knew he was the man, but he didn't make waves and he didn't say, hey, man, I should be playing more. I'm not going to go out there. He played the six-man role, improved the skills, and found his niche, then started to do what he does well, and then that's why he's successful. What do others think about you? This is a great topic, and we're going to stay here for a second. And the reason why is because when you come around, what do people say about you? Do they say you're a person of good character? Do they say you are a great teammate? Do they say you're an awesome business person? Say you're an awesome family person? Do they say you're an awesome brother, sister? They say you're an awesome member of society. What do they say about you? The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter what they say about you. We get caught up so much in trying to please other people that we forget to please ourselves. You owe it to yourself to make sure you're happy. You have to believe that whatever you're doing, you're going to accomplish what you want to do as long as you stay focused on your goals and what you're supposed to be doing. Alexander Graham Bell, he invented the telephone. He tried to sell the telephone for $100,000. You know what they said? They said, no, not going to buy this telephone thing for $100,000 because it's going to be like a toy. It's going to be a fad. It's not going to work. Man, out your mind, man. And guess what? The telephone is the reason why I'm bringing this broadcast to you. The telephone is what shapes our world today. The telephone, do you know how many people are on the telephone right now? Salute to Alexander Graham Bell for not allowing what people believed in him to produce, and he knew it was already in himself to produce. That's why we're improving today. Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison created the light bulb, and it was a whole bunch of patents out there. Patents, you don't know what a patent is. Basically, you putting your ideas on paper and formulating them so somebody can see them. And then once they see them, they say, okay, that belongs to Shaq. Nobody else can produce this because Shaq owns it. So it was a lot of patents out there. And at the time, the light bulb was out. Something to turn on. Oh, great. Whatever. What he did was, he said, I'm going to make this great. His friends that were around him and fellow scientists, quote was, I don't see how this could be better than whatever the TransUnion is using. TransUnion, railroad people. Oh, well, I see how this can be a cool invention. However, this is not something that's notable for scientific use or for personal large use. This is the light bulb. Right now, every house in America has lights. Every ballpark has lights. Every street has lights. He is pivotal. Thomas Edison is pivotal in what he's done for our culture. It doesn't matter what people believe in. It matters what you believe in, how you see yourself. You believe that you know more. You believe that you know that you are great. These people knew that they were great. Henry Ford, the Model T, they said that it would never work. It would never be. He actually got fired from his company. Guess what? He leaves the company. He goes and makes Ford, and he comes out with the Model T. And all of a sudden, Ford Motor Company is still around to this day. You can go on and on. Walt Disney fired from his company because they said he lacked an imagination. Walt Disney lacked an imagination. I can't even imagine that. Walt Disney, they said he lacked an imagination. And the funny thing about that is, how can Walt Disney lack an imagination? Instead, okay, fire me. He goes to another company, which he creates. He goes on to make all different type of characters that later go on to be in different type of cartoons. And he creates Disney World with all of these characters that they said that he did not have an imagination to create. And it was also reports about him being slow or special. So, what you have to understand is this. What other people believe in you doesn't even matter. Only thing that matters is what you believe in you. Because people are going to hate on you. People are going to look at what you do and criticize you. People are going to laugh at you. People are going to downright have fun with your life to try to cause the biggest topic or the biggest controversy or the biggest hate in the world. What you have to understand is when people talking about you, that's when you know you're doing something relevant, because they're spending their time talking about you. And guess what? That means that you're valuable. So realize that. Even the high schoolers or the young men that listen to this, understand that when somebody is trying to derail or devalue you, you continue to push. Don't go the other way. You have to know that if you have a destiny, there's things or there's distractions that don't want you to get to your destiny. Keep pushing. Keep going forward. Keep conquering. Because you will be successful. So understand that there's people that are just jealous of you. You can't let that deter you. You got to keep going. I remember when we started this YouTube channel. It took a while for us to pick up. I got discouraged. I stopped. It was about 9 months ago. You know, we weren't getting many subscribers, weren't getting any feedback. Anything like that. You know, we've been going at it for 7 days straight. In 7 days, we've picked up 130 subscribers. That's to your credit. Thank you for listening to content. Thank you for thinking this is great. Thank you for viewing it. Thank you for watching the videos all the way through. Thank you for the subscribing. Thank you for everything you guys have been doing for us. The last one I'll say, and we'll go ahead and get off of it, but the last one I'll say is this. and we'll wrap it up, is the person that created 409 the cleaner. And in these times right now, we have to be clean. And that substance cleans everything. Everybody uses it. Everybody sprays it down. The reason why he called the product 409 is because 408 times he got it wrong. It wasn't to the 409th time that he put something together that it actually worked. So that's how 409 came to be. He tried and failed 408 times, and it took him to the 409th time to get it right and to get the right mixture. How many times will you fail at something before you give up? How many times will you keep trying and believe that you can get it right? Will you keep going? Will you keep trying? Will you believe that it's something better in you than a failure? We're going to end with this. There's 3 phrases that are great in the English language. Most powerful phrases. Phrases are, I love you, I need you, and I believe in you. And I believe in you. I believe in everybody that I come across. I coach, I push, I mentor, I talk to everybody in the manner that I believe in you. No matter if you're a starter, I believe in you. If you're a baller, I believe in you. No matter if you have tough situations at home, I believe in you. No matter, I believe in you. You know why? Because I wanted somebody to believe in me. You're talking to a person that went through many situations in which I wanted somebody to believe in me. You're talking to a homeless person. You're talking to a person that stole. And I didn't do those things. I wasn't homeless and I didn't steal because I just wanted to steal. And I didn't steal from anybody. It wasn't like that. I wasn't a criminal. I was trying to survive. What happened was I was homeless and I didn't have anything to eat. And while everybody that had meal plans at my college would go through the front door, I would try to sneak in the back door. Because I didn't want to go home. If I went home, then I believed that my life was over because I would never reach my potential and I would never play on the big level and I would never be able to graduate from my junior college. And so that's why I did those things. Am I proud of it? No. Do I feel that I had to do it? Yes. Did I get caught? Yes. And I got caught by my college. And the funny thing about it is you would think they would say, hey, you need something to eat. Oh, that's why you did it. You hadn't been eating. You don't have a place to stay. Oh, man. They didn't do that. What they did was they punished me by making me work in the cafeteria for a week. Free of charge, 4 hours a day. And I got no money out of it. Strictly volunteer work to pay off my debt. And I wasn't allowed to eat the food. And I still had to find a way to get some food to eat. So you're talking to somebody that's homeless and doesn't know where they're going to eat their meal at, but they're still working in the cafeteria 4 hours a day, watching and smelling food. And they don't have an outlet. But I believed in myself. And all I'm asking you to do is believe in yourself too. Because I believe in you. And that's all that it takes. Understand that you can accomplish anything in life. You just have to have the power to believe. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. I hope you ended up watching it all the way to the end. For the ones that really ride with us, we call them the pack. And thank y'all for riding with the pack. It's not a gang sign. This is basically what I'm saying. Is that I'm not bigger than you. Simple. All right. One person, many people. That's in my mind. That's why I do that. Okay. So I'm not bigger than you. Thank you for riding with the pack. Appreciate everybody who always tune in. Make sure y'all have a great day. I believe.